It's the Ravens, it's the 49ers, it's Super Bowl 47, and best of all, it's our NFL writer Vinnie Iyer with his keys to the game and his prediction. Welcome into the Sporting News Studios. I'm Tom Vandervoort. Now, Vinnie, I want you to know that after we hang up, I'm going to call your colleague, Cliff Brown. I'm going to get him to answer the same questions, so we're going to compare and contrast what you guys think. If you look at this game from the perspective of the San Francisco 49ers, what is a key or a couple keys for that team to win Super Bowl 47?
Well, I think they have to maintain their intensity throughout, whether it's tackling or blocking. They just have to match that because the Ravens are a physically and mentally tough team. They're disciplined. The 49ers have to bring that same intensity because you know the Ravens have the sense of urgency. They're on Ray Lewis's last ride. So this is a more experienced team in Baltimore, and San Francisco has to come out with that same passion and not be the young team that's out of sorts in this one.
And how about from the Ravens' perspective? What's the one or two things that they have to do to win?
I think they have to continue to be aggressive with their passing game. They've been really good at that with Joe Flacco. He's been very good at getting the ball downfield, and you've got Anquan Boldin and Torrey Smith who can do that for you, Dennis Pitt at tight end as well. And that's where the 49ers' defensive weakness really lies. Up front, if you get in with a running game, I don't think they can expect too much success there. So it's all about being aggressive and making those big plays.
Okay, now you've been down there all week, and you've talked to a lot of the players, the coaches. You walked around. Do you have any feeling about what's going to happen, or any intangibles that you're picking up on that we might look for in this football game?
Well, I think the biggest intangible is the Ravens and having a lot of guys, not just Ray Lewis, but Terrell Suggs and Anquan Boldin and Ed Reed, some guys that may never get this chance again. And the way they've worked to build for this over the past few years with John Harbaugh, they've become so close. They've knocked on the door. So they see this as their big breakthrough, and here's their chance. Well, the 49ers, we might be just see them scratching the surface of what they can do. So emotionally, I think the edge goes to the Ravens in this one.
Okay, so you give the Ravens a little bit of an emotional edge. On the talent side, I don't know if you'd give that to the 49ers or not, but ultimately at the end of the day, when you look at these two teams and they match up and they play this football game, what do you see the final outcome being?
Well, I think the 49ers, you could say on paper, are the more talented team, and the wild card is Colin Kaepernick and his ability to run and pass. But I just look at the Ravens as a team that we've seen the past few years with the New York Giants or Green Bay Packers, a team that gets hot at the right time, gets that hot quarterback. In this case, Joe Flacco. That defense starts to make a lot of plays in the pass rush, and I think this is going to happen again, where you have this team that goes on this run and the Ravens will complete it. I think it'll be a tight game and they'll win by a point.
Any thoughts on the exact final score, Vinny? Because, you know, if you happen to get it, you'll look like a superstar.
Well, I keep going with 24-23. So that gives some people some scoring, but that tells you it's also going to be defensive and hard-hitting. So what I expect is a complete football game, old school, but a little bit of new school, and that should make everyone happy to have the most entertaining game.
Absolutely. All right, man, we'll see what happens in Super Bowl 47. We'll talk to you about it next week, and enjoy the game.
All right, thanks a lot, Tom.